Welcome back, myth lovers and curious minds. Today, we've got a thrilling tale to unravel, one that unfolded on the battlegrounds of the American Revolution. Buckle up, folks, because we're diving deep into what is often considered the most important battle in American history, the Battle of Saratoga. Picture this. The year is 1777, and the American colonies are locked in a life-or-death struggle for independence against the mighty British Empire. The fate of what would one day become the most powerful nation on earth hung in the balance. The British had hatched an ambitious plan. Their strategy was to cut the rebellious American colonies in half. It was a three-pronged approach. General John Burgoyne would march south from Canada to capture Albany, New York. General William Howe would advance north from New York City, while Colonel Barry Street-Ledyard would move east from Lake Ontario. Their goal: to crush the American spirit once and for all. And so, our story kicks off in upstate New York, in a place called Saratoga. It's a clash of titans, ladies and gentlemen. On one side, you've got the British forces, commanded by the charismatic and audacious General John Burgoyne. Burgoyne was a British officer known for his daring strategies and flair for the dramatic. On the other side, the American rebels, under the leadership of the English-born General Horatio Gates. But wait, there's a twist in our story. Meet the man of the hour, none other than the legendary Benedict Arnold. Now, I know you've heard of him later in a not-so-great context, but at Saratoga, he's a force to be reckoned with. A fearless American officer who's about to steal the show. Now let's dive into the nitty-gritty of the battle itself. Imagine a battlefield where brave souls clash amidst dense woods and sprawling fields. This wasn't your run-of-the-mill skirmish. This was wild, fierce, and utterly intense. The saga begins with the first showdown at Freeman's Farm in September 1777. It's a seesaw battle where both sides give it their all. The battle was not just a test of strength, but a clash of strategies. Gates, known for his caution, and Arnold, a fearless warrior, had their differences. Arnold's bold tactics often clashed with Gates' more conservative approach. In the end, it's an inconclusive outcome, but little do they know, the stage is set for something much grander. Fast forward to the Battle of Bemis Heights in October 1777. And this is where the real action unfolds. General Burgoyne's British troops launch a series of ferocious assaults, aiming to break through the American lines. But guess what? The Americans are ready, and they're not backing down. The battle is a pulsating symphony of musket fire, bayonet charges, and sheer courage. It's a brutal struggle, but in the midst of it all, there's one man who stands out: Benedict Arnold. He's not just an officer, he's a hero in the making. And then, it happens. Arnold leads a daring charge that's nothing short of heroic. It breaks the British center and throws their ranks into chaos. Arnold's audaciousness is on full display as he inspires his fellow Americans to press on, despite the odds. The British are left with no choice but to retreat. The Battle of Bemis Heights is a resounding victory for the Americans, and the surrender of Burgoyne's army is now just around the corner. A game changer, with the outcome clear and the writing on the wall. General Burgoyne, surrounded and low on supplies, had no choice but to surrender on October 17, 1777. But hold on to your tricorn hats, folks, because the consequences of this battle extend far beyond the battlefield. The American victory at Saratoga triggers a diplomatic whirlwind. Diplomats like Benjamin Franklin and John Adams secured loans, military aid, and diplomatic recognition from France, Spain, and the Netherlands. The war was no longer a local rebellion. It had become a global struggle. France, observing the Americans' unwavering resolve and battlefield prowess, decides to throw its support behind the American cause. And in 1778, France officially recognizes the United States and signs not one but two significant treaties: the Treaty of Alliance and the Treaty of Amity and Commerce. And that's not all. Enter the Marquis de Lafayette, a French aristocrat who had a burning desire to fight for the American cause. Lafayette arrives in America in 1777, and while he's not directly involved in the Saratoga campaign, his service in the American Army and his later role in securing crucial French support make him a pivotal figure in this story. The American victory at Saratoga also enhances the credibility of the American revolutionaries on the global stage. Other European nations, like Spain and the Netherlands, start thinking, maybe we should join the party too. It's a domino effect of support that the Americans couldn't have dreamed of. On the English side, however, Saratoga forced Britain to rethink its strategy. The plan to divide and conquer the colonies was faltering. The focus shifted to the southern colonies, leaving opportunities for American successes in the north and west. But wait, we're forgetting the most important impact: how the Americans reacted. On the American side, morale soared. Saratoga demonstrated that the Continental Army could take on the mighty British Army and win. And what about Benedict Arnold, our daring hero? Well, his name would go down in history, but not as a hero. His later betrayal and defection to the British tarnished his legacy. The Battle of Saratoga isn't just a momentous event on the battlefield. It's a turning point that shapes the course of history. It's where the underdog Americans prove their mettle and rally support from nations across the ocean. So there you have it, folks, the Battle of Saratoga, the most important battle in American history. It's a tale of bravery, alliances, and turning points that forever changed the fate of a nation. If you enjoyed this exhilarating journey through history, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more captivating national myths. History isn't just about the past, it's a roadmap to our future. Thanks for joining us today, and until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the myths that shaped America.